You ever wake up in the middle of the night feeling like someone is watching you? Like you can't explain it, but every hair on your body stands up? Yeah, I used to brush that feeling off, until I couldn't anymore. It started about 3 months after I moved into my new apartment. It was a decent place, nothing fancy, just me living alone for the first time. At first, everything was fine. Then weird things started happening. Small things like my keys not being where I left them or the bathroom light being on when I was sure I turned it off. Normal, right? Maybe I was just forgetting stuff. At least that's what I told myself. But then it got worse. One night, I woke up to the sound of my bedroom door creaking open. I froze. My apartment was locked. I always double-checked before bed. I held my breath, staring into the darkness, waiting for something, anything. After what felt like hours, I finally convinced myself it was just my imagination and went back to sleep. The next morning, I found my fridge open, a half-empty milk carton sitting on the counter. I don't even drink milk. At this point, I was seriously freaked out, but I didn't have any proof that someone had been in my apartment. I started setting up small traps, putting a piece of tape over the door, marking the positions of my things. And sure enough, every morning something was off. Then one night I woke up to whispering. It was soft, almost like a conversation, but it was coming from inside my closet. My heart nearly stopped. I wanted to run, to scream, to do anything, but I was frozen. The whispering stopped, and the silence that followed was even worse. I forced myself to move, slowly reaching for my phone to turn on the flashlight. The closet door was cracked open. With every ounce of courage I had, I lunged out of bed and yanked it open. Empty. Just my clothes swaying slightly, as if someone had been standing there only moments before. I didn't sleep that night. The next day, I installed cameras in my apartment. I needed to know if I was losing my mind or if someone was actually in there. That night, I watched the footage live from my phone as I lay in bed. At 3:12 a.m., my bedroom door opened. I stopped breathing. The camera had a clear view of my room and the door swung open on its own. Then something moved. A shadow, just barely visible, shifting toward my bed. The whispering started again, but this time it wasn't in my closet. It was right next to me. I bolted. I ran out of my apartment in my pajamas and didn't stop until I was in my car, shaking. The next morning, I broke my lease, packed my stuff, and never looked back. But sometimes, late at night, I swear I still hear the whispering.